Hi, everyone. I wanted to take some time to talk to you today about this concept of cheshbon nefesh, or the accounting of the soul, and what it means for us as Jewish educators and professionals who work with teens to really do our own soul searching. When we talk about what it means to have authentic relationships with our learners and to want to inspire in them curiosity and questioning and all of these Jewish values that we know to be true, and at least speaking for myself, I hold very dear, it's really easy to put that onto them and to say we want them to be questioners, we want them to express themselves and to dive deep and to share complex emotions. It's a lot harder to be the leader, the adult in the room, and to walk that talk. A lot of times, topics that come up with my teens, I might not necessarily want to share my opinions with them, or I might not know if it's okay if my opinions differ from the party line of whatever organization I'm representing. Or it could be a topic that, like all of them, I'm still learning my true feelings with. I'm still growing, I'm still exploring, researching, trying to understand where I stand. And then to be put in front of the room of teens and be asked and put on the spot of, so what do you think, can be really intimidating, because on the one hand, I want to be authentic. I want to tell them exactly what I'm feeling, where my struggles are, where my passion areas are. I believe in the two-way street of sharing information with them, and just like I love it when they share with me, I know that it's really no greater honor that a leader can give than to open up and share and get intimate and personal. On the other hand, I know that every group that I stand in front of, there's a diverse population there, and that's what we aim for. That's what we want to foster, is a broad spectrum of ideas. But as the leader, I don't want to necessarily put any teen in a position where they disagree with me, I disagree with them. Would that mean that they don't feel as comfortable coming to me or speaking up themselves if this person in a position of authority or power has expressed something that doesn't work for them? So it's really a dilemma. When I first started in Jewish education, one of the first courses that I taught was centered around modern Israel and building relationships with Israel. I personally am a very deep, proud, passionate Zionist. I have very firm and very specific beliefs, which sometimes are self contradictory but make sense in my head, about where I stand on all things Israel. But I adopted a mentality with my teens for that particular course that was, I hope that by the end of this, you're completely confused about me, because I am here to play devil's advocate. I am here to jump in and push you in one direction and somebody else in another, and offer alternative points of view and just confuse everyone to the extent that I am able to. And at the end, once we're no longer in this official teacher-student relationship, if there are personal questions you want to ask me, have at it. And it worked for that context. But then there are other sessions that I've led as I've grown in my own practice as an educator, where I've taken a different approach, and I've come in and said, hey, here's where I stand. I am throwing all of my baggage out there. These are my pros, these are my cons, these are the hangups that I have, these are the lingering questions that keep me awake at night. Have at it. And I look forward to engaging in the conversation with you knowing all of these authentic truths about me. That's worked too in different contexts. And now, as we think about, especially in this world of COVID and of such division in our country and such unrest, just around the world, really, there are so many things that I'm still learning every single day, and I could read an article at any moment that changes my opinion on something. And I want to share that process with my learners. I think it's really important that they be in it with us. So as we look at this concept of cheshbon nefesh, soul searching, what I'm aiming for as an educator is to be doing my own work behind the scenes. I think it's amazing if we're able to authentically open up and share and explore with our teens. They deserve that kind of partnership from the people who they look to as leaders and mentors. But at the same time, we should have done some work beforehand ourselves. They are always teaching us through their questions, through their actions, through their insights. But at the same time, we're there to be guides and leaders. So when I'm doing my own soul searching as an educator, it's so important for me to learn multiple views on any subject. So even if I don't agree with someone, I can understand where they're coming from and be able to engage with them in a respectful way that is informed of their worldview. So as we jump into this whole idea of what does it mean to tell our own Jewish stories and explore different topics that might be deeply personal and controversial, not just for our teens, but for us, I'm excited to jump in with you on the journey. Thank you.